I just want to share this. If there's people out there that relate to what I'm talking about. So it's like, I'm going to say both the pros and cons of it, or like the different ways it's played out. You know, it's like I meet people, and whatever goes on through their mind, that's all, you know, it could be so many different ways. But it's the whole fact of the matter that people, especially like women, you know, I meet them and they want to tell me their whole life story or whatever they're going through in the moment. And we could be talking about God knows what, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's like, even if I'm telling you something that's going on in my life, you know, and I break down something small or like that's obvious or whatever, or they ask a certain thing, you know, sometimes you may not even want to say everything. But it's the whole essence of, you know, I meet certain individuals in this life. And, you know, I'm not saying everybody, but for the most part, people just want to tell me their whole life story. And it's not even that. Like, you might have been interested in the conversation. Let's say it was with a chick, right? And you meet this chick, it don't matter what age she is, but then for some reason she just want to tell you every little thing about her. So it's like, whether she trusts you, right? Whether she trusts you, that's all it is. So whether it's like some super extra personal information or like anything else for that matter, all you know is she's telling you whatever she's telling you. So then I just say that to say this. So you're telling me all that stuff, right? Whether you trust me or you're comfortable or you think I'm gonna help you find the solution, why? Well, okay, I don't need to even directly ask you, but then it's like people who relate to what I'm talking about, why? Like, why are they really, what is it that makes them think of us in the moment for them to just like, it started off as a basic conversation, just meeting them or you, wherever the case may be, and then they start telling you your whole personal life. And this is something that I've dealt with my whole life, you feel me? And it's just, I just want to see, is there anybody out there that goes through the same thing? And then sometimes it's like, this is like, I'm bringing up, like, it's not even pros or cons, I'm saying like, this is what like people be doing. So it's like, motherfuckers will tell you all they shit, make it seem like they're about to fuck with you and like they really fuck with you or whatever. It's like, but they didn't even get nothing out of you besides like your time for that being, and like they got to like confess their sins or something, like just tell you about their life. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, they'll literally make plans to do some shit with you or God knows what, and then like they cat off or something. You know what I mean? Not even just like cat off. It's like they'll just like disregard you. But it's like for a moment you were like the best thing since a motherfucking, like Fight Boss would say, a fucking paprika bread sandwich. You know what I'm saying? With fucking pepperoni on it or whatever, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? You the best thing that's been in their life in recent times already off the bat. And it's like, and then the energy that they give you too. And then they just like completely like switch up. And you're like, you know what I mean? And you just like watching these motherfuckers, so you don't even get it. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying this is just one situation, one thing in life that I'm talking about. One thing, which is people, you meet them and they're just open. See, the thing is, I like listening. Like, I've always been paying attention to things. It doesn't mean I'm just gonna listen like they're and copy their life or something. Or it's like I'm gonna take in details of someone talking about anything in life. Like, you might find something useful that you could use for yourself. But see, that's where I understand now. I'm like, oh, okay. Some people just like really comfortable with telling me anything now. Like, that's just part of it. You know what I mean? So that's why I just sit here and be like, oh, okay. You know, I just gotta be ready, and then everybody's just gonna spill the beans anyways. So it's like everybody be talking about whatever the case be, but everybody be, like, when it comes down to me, people be telling me hella stuff. Like, if I don't see them in a long time, it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like when certain shit happens, it's like someone can only roast you if they really, really know me, or it's like, or know you, or if they can just look at you. You know what I'm saying? They're just gonna call out what they see because it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? It's just like an overweight person. Y'all want to talk about body posi or this, that, and the other. When an overweight person is overweight, they clearly haven't taken care of themselves. It clearly shows. So it's like, you don't need some personal information. I have personal information on already how you take care of yourself in a way because you're overweight. So that's just one thing though. But yeah, has any of y'all out there like experienced, you just meet people for the first time, or a woman or whatever the case may be, and then you realize that this motherfucker opening up to you, telling you a bunch of personal shit you would not expect to tell them. I mean, expect them to tell you because you just met their ass. You know what I'm saying? That's like the story of my life. See, some people, they be calm. It's just to keep it simple when they meet me. But then there's people that they want to take it to the next extreme. They start complimenting you, or they start doing whatever the case may be. And you're just like, okay, like, obviously, like, you think you running game on me, or like your version of whatever the case may be. Like, I'm talking, especially on a female perspective. They'll start complimenting the nigga. I'm just like, all right, yeah, thank you, you know. Sometimes be like, you look good yourself, whatever the case may be. But that's just all part of it. You feel me? That's just all part of it. But when you peep this, then you understand exactly what I'm talking about and how We don't do this unless we're just like relating to some shit. Like, oh yeah, you know, so my grandpa went there. Like, oh, I grew up there partially, or like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But I noticed that. I noticed people would just tell me shit. So, hey, I didn't ask for some of y'all to tell me certain shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask. And I know some of y'all didn't ask either. You know what I'm saying? Right, it's your boy Rob. Take care.